check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for. All right, man. We back once again. Now I leave Lashish. All right. Pick up. It's nice in there though. I ain't been in there a few years. Lashish on Michigan Avenue in Detroit. I got some of the best Mediterranean food out there, man. Definitely dope. But let's talk about Demetrius, Andrade, and Charlo. I told you guys I would have an assessment. After they both fought this weekend. I watched both their fights. I had Charlo's and Adams on the big screen, obviously. I had Saluki and Andrade on my phone, and I didn't even turn up the laptop to watch it. I was too lazy to get up. Tired yesterday. But before I continue on, don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Each way 18% off the 100% all natural products, man. You know, neck be hurting and shit. But let's tap in and talk about what I think. And what I think is Demetrius Andrade is all wrong for Jermall Charlo. All wrong. I talked about yesterday, for some reason, I guess people didn't like my Jermall Charlo Adams reaction video. Last night it had a bunch of dislikes. I guess I was in my bag last night. I was trying to educate on what, you know, both fighters could have did to get better, but everybody want to hear about business side, A side, 1, 2, 3, knick-knack, paddywhack. They want to hear that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I just kept it real. Charlo has to perfect his style, okay? And with Demetrius Andrade, the positive thing about Jermall Charlo going into this fight is that he uses his height. He fights behind his height. He fights behind a nice, really jab, and he got the ability to beat Demetrius Andrade. Don't get me wrong. I think he really need to fight and use his height. You know what I'm saying? I really think he need to, you know, really stick that jab out there, and I think he need to control range. He really good being aggressive with the jab, and I think he needs to be a little bit more finesse with it. Move, move backwards. Let motherfuckers take chances. Don't give up your height. You know, check hook, or check hook sometimes. Mix up the check hook and the jab, and then walk motherfuckers into that right hand. You know what I'm saying? That's what how he need to fight, and just fight behind his height, because he not gonna be like Jermall when he was with Ronnie Shields, or he not gonna be a fluid mover like Lara. He can move a little bit, but that's not him. He not gonna be fluid and slipping and dipping on on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Or from the upper body. But what I seen in Andrade last night was a fighter that's back. That looked good last night. He was in his bag last night. He came out in the first round and he established to Saluki, I can knock your ass out. I got the power for you to respect me. And Demetrius Andrade came out there, got the respect, dropped Saluki, and you know what? Saluki never can get the drop on him. Foot movement, rhythm was too good. He was showboating, hot dogging out there, missed with a big, there was a big left hand, and he was in his bag. He was confident. And that's what I seen yesterday. I seen a fighter at first, like his legs might have been a little shaky last night just going in, but no, they was sturdy. He was sturdy. He back, and quite honestly, behind Canelo Alvarez, and right there maybe with Triple G, I rate him as the next best middleweight. I think he would beat Triple G. I think I've seen enough. Now, I don't know if he got that dog. He seemed to have that dog in him last night. He wasn't just barking last night. He was biting. And he was really aggressive with last night, man, and throwing combinations, ripping shots to the body. And you know what? Those fights that he got with the zone, matter of fact, starting with Cole Clyde and then Alantez Fox, and then getting with the zone, and getting whatever fights he had. Did he have a fight before the Walter K fight with the zone? I can't really remember. No, it was the Walter K fight, and then the Arcova fight, and then him being more active. The activity really helped him last night. You can see it. He back, and I think he's established himself as at least the second best welterweight, maybe right there with Triple G. And I say Triple G, second best middleweight right there with Triple. And I say Triple G still because you don't really know if these dudes can take Triple G power. And I think Triple G is a little bit on the scripts a little bit. I think if somebody tap his chin hard enough, he ready to go. But you know what? I'm still going to give him respect for that power. Because that shit's still there. And I'm still respect that really piston-like jab he can use and the thudding jab he can use. But to kind of look at Jermall Charlo and Demetrius Andrade, and it can't none of these Charlo fanboys, and I like Jermall Charlo, I really do. I like Jermall Charlo. But can't none of them say Brandon Adams is better than Saluki, period. Saluki beat Gabriel Rosado. He got dropped twice. He lost his focus. But you know what? He beat Danny Jacobs, in my opinion. You know, Danny Jacobs was a really, really tough fight, and I felt that he won that fight. But he competed. Saluki ain't no cupcake. He's a better fighter than Brandon Adams. At least he's more accomplished. Now, if they get in the ring next, it'll be a good fight. But Saluki's a tall, 6'1", middleweight, that has grown, a junior middleweight that's grown to a middleweight frame, and he's more accomplished than Brandon Adams, in my opinion. But what, that's the fight that I favor Andrade in, though. From a technical aspect, as a fan, I like both of them, to be honest. As a fan, I respect both of them. Demetrius Andrade has restored his honor, in my opinion. But Demetrius Andrade is too slick, too slippery, in my amigos' voice, slippery. And you know what? His mobility is going to cause Jermall Charlo all types of problems. He would probably dismantle him. He would disarm him. He would break him down, and he would have his way with him. And pretty much what it come down to is for Jermall Charlo to start applying pressure, getting aggressive with his jab, and starting to rough Andrade up and pressing the attack and running combinations on him. He would have to rough him up, shoulder him, body him in the corners, press him on the ropes, rip the body shots, rip the uppercuts. And Jermall Charlo, when he closed the distance and started ripping combinations, this is a thing of beauty. His heart, his mentality, his physical strength, power, and tenacity is what will beat Demetrius Andrade, not his skill level. His skill level will not beat Demetrius Andrade. It'll be his intangibles, shit you can't see, his heart, his dog in him, and that's what it had to be. But if Andrade got enough power to keep, I think he do. If he got enough power to give Charlo respect and keep him off of him, I think I think he would dance around him all night. I think Charlo will try to close the distance, and he would have to rough him up. He had to make it a dog fight. That jab had to be in his face. But the thing I noticed about Demetrius Andrade tonight, he don't use his height. He taller than the Charlo brother by an inch or two, that one. I don't care what BoxRec said. That dude is like 6'2", 6'3". He don't use his height. He bends over, and he fights behind the shoulder. He fights behind his speed. They both got equally long arms according to BoxRec. He fight behind his speed, and he got good punch variety. But his foot movement would trouble Charlo. His slickness would be a nightmare for Charlo. And last night, his win looked pretty good. But it's easy for your stamina to look good when you establish yourself and you fighting at your pace. You establish that, hey, I can fuck you up, Saluki, I can hurt you. But from a technical aspect, Demetrius Andrade, he might watch Charlo like 9 rounds to 3. The only way I really see a stoppage is Jermall Charlo stopping Andrade down late. And I think the game plan for Ronnie Shields and Charlo in that fight would be to, be pressure fighters. I would fight Demetrius Andrade like they should fight Canelo. And how you fight Canelo is, from a Jermall Charlo aspect, is to, act like you ain't got no chance on the scorecards and go for broke all night. Apply pressure, close distance with your jab, and press them on the ropes. Try to get them in them corners, cut the ring off, close the distance, and start dropping bombs on them. That's how you beat that guy. You got to really pressure him and rough him up and make him fight at your pace. And that's what Jermall Charlo got to do. Jermall Charlo can't let Andrade get comfortable and set the pace, set the tone. And if he able to set the pace and get comfortable, that's kind of like Floyd in his zone. You ain't going to get him out of there. So they can't allow him to get comfortable and set his pace. But I would pick Demetrius Andrade to win like 8-4. Shit, I'm thinking more, maybe 9-3. But I can see Charlo getting the droppage or actually getting the stoppage, you know. But I got Andrade, you know, pretty much winning comfortably over Jermall Charlo. But that's my opinion. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Let me know what you guys, who you think can win, man. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. Business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Box to 18% off the 100% all natural products. All those links in the description. Check them out one time for the one time. We gone.